You know, I think it's time we get a bit more honest about what we're drinking during these episodes. What is up, peeps? Welcome back to your daily CS news. We have so much roster news out there, so much stuff to go over, and timestamps will be down below. Protein shake, empty coffee cup, and a coffee cup with a double espresso and chocolate milk. What are you guys drinking? Let's get into it, though. As CS2, it still might suck. A lot of pro players are complaining out there. One of the best clips I've seen in a long time, and some of the better streams, Freakazoid and Cooper, as Freakazoid got extremely pissed off, rage-filled, some might say, at the state of CS and these jump bugs that keep on happening. Here's the full clip.
I can break that smoke open for you if you want.
Level 20.
Could be a mini, right, Stu? Could be a mini.
You can hit us.
There's one wrapped bigger.
I don't know.
That's a mini guy, I think. He's low.
Heaven as well. One heaven.
Heaven.
Oh. Fucking stupid ass motherfucking bitch game, man!
What happened? He's in heaven, Ryan.
He was getting
Oh shit, man! You fucking stupid ass motherfucking bitch ass game, man.
I believe last is 50.
Everything okay?
Sonny, I don't
You
think.
just made it worse, Sonny.
Oh, okay.
Nice, bro. Wait, this guy won, dude. Ryan's gone. Oh my god, he broke his mouse. He slammed his mouse.
Whose fault is that?
Can you attack? We need to attack. Guys, we need to attack all of them. Freak might not be back for a minute or two.
Dude, it's not fucking funny. Seriously.
You're crazy, bro. I haven't seen you have genuine rage like that in a while. What happened? Did you clip on something?
Good. It's just the way I'm dying this entire game. I get clipped on the fucking wall when I'm trying to jump up.
What's up? Take this.
I've been saying this game sucks, bro. I know the devs watching. They see us getting clipped. They don't give a fuck pretending.
So what bugs me is
How
it's
is your
just
day going?
the update made it worse this game.
How's your day going?
Just getting swung by like I lose.
And this alongside what you hear Stewie say in the clip, he's like, hey guys, I've been telling you this game sucks. And then of course you go to Cooper's responses as well as on Twitter saying that Valve are cutting costs. These are one of many players out there and streamers who have complained about the state of CS and the bugs and the things I've repeated time and time again on this channel. We have so many players I could point out right now, but is it going to get better? No, unless these guys keep on speaking up. You know, when Freak starts freaking out and it makes some noise, maybe that pushes the buttons over at Valve Corp and they're like, hey, maybe we shouldn't work on another case. Maybe we should fix the case of the game right now, you know? And yes, this jump bug has been going around for a lot of people, along with rubber banding and being shot behind walls and just so many issues people like you guys have complained about. I'll say it again and again. Our last couple of videos where we have said the state of CS2, you guys have left more comments complaining than ever before. So clearly it's not just a pro player issue, it's also a casual issue that hopefully gets addressed. Let's get into the better part of this video though as we enter the esports roster shuffle, and it is intense. I'm about to reel off a lot of things for all of you guys, so let's start with some of the most exciting stuff, especially for a North American guy with a non-North American roster. That's going to be Team Liquid, but they did have some exciting announcements as of late that were expected and finally came through. At least for Blast, we will have Liquid JKS. Oh my god. Not only has this guy proven himself as a stand-in time and time again, yes, he is a good looker, and of course he's great on the server. This was a very well-received roster change alongside someone who I would say of the roster so far is one of the more, bigger question marks, that being Ultimate, the opera of the squad. People not really sure what to expect from him, and one that was also expected but also very cool is going to be Myther from the Apex squad coming in as coach. If he was there as a part of the squad for their CSGO run, the last CSGO major in Paris with Apex, I mean, it's exciting. Like, on paper, they still have an insane roster, does Liquid. And so if they can figure things out and hopefully have this last beyond one event, I would say of all the roster shuffles we are discussing today, this is one that unanimously a lot of people out there, or a majority, are probably most excited to see, especially with what is seen as a failure of the former Liquid roster for such a short period of time and still such big names. People are excited, so what do you guys think? Oh, and you guys can always bet on me having coffee on set, as I do today, but you can also bet on some upcoming events for CS with our esports betting sponsor, that being Thunderpick. I've been covered with them for some time, and I really appreciate them because I might be going to Cologne thanks to them, and I will be placing some bets. If you guys can give me some hints on who you would bet on for Cologne, I think Team Spirit is too obvious. I want a little bit of a different story, but thanks to them for being a sponsor. 21 plus only. Please bet responsibly. And I'm going to call this next one the sleeper of the group because it is one that I am super excited about. That's going to be ITB now finally finishing their roster. Smooya finally got off of his arse and out of vacation and decided to finish off this roster with Boros. The last time we talked about Boros was the Falcons drama, and that was intense. Like, I covered that back on our main channel over at GWM. I wasn't doing CS news. That would have exploded here on this channel. Still some of the craziest drama, the Falcons stuff, but Boros, obviously a heavy hitter with this roster. I am excited because you got Boros and you know what he is capable of. Then you have Kios, Synopsy, and Juan, and then Smooya, who I'm biased. I love Smooya, and I actually love with the ITB CEO/founder. If you guys don't know, it's a great follow on Twitter because he is very open about the financial details and the behind the scenes of esports and CS. You guys should go follow Sam. Trust me, it's always a great read. And what he said is, we have a high firepower roster, but it's also like a high engagement team of like, we got some personality, like we got some vibes. And even if we don't crack into like the tippity top of tier 1, but there are expectations with this roster to be like, I think that the peak here could be, you know, in question with the top 25. I'm not saying it's going to be the best of the best, but I love what he said because when you have personalities like this and names that can stand out, you don't always need the best results as long as they're making waves. Like if you get Smooya just ranting on Twitter, we're going to be talking about ITB. And if you can make a run at any event out there, I will be talking about them. For me, besides Liquid, one that I'm super excited about was these final changes for ITB. And some big changes over at Big Clan as well. I was not too familiar with this roster. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really do enjoy a kid, an up-and-comer like Crimbo, who has time and time again proven himself, and I still think is going to be like a generational talent, like with how early on he came into the CS scene, and obviously a German lover for Big. I think he'll be a key piece for the future, but replacing Prosis, who was actually one of the first guys that Crimbo had played alongside. I think Crimbo has had the biggest glow up of any pro I've ever seen. It's actually RigoN going to be now joining this roster in his place. And if you guys don't know RigoN, well, just look up highlights on YouTube. This is one of the guys that I've seen a lot of Deagle plays and a lot of one-tap plays from this guy. Has highlight reels for days, and he will now be finalizing and finishing out this big roster too, who still, you know, I mean, again, you got guys like Tabby that are still there. You got a lot of potential here with the big roster, but they have not, for me, been in the news too much. So I hope this is what fixes it, and we will wait and see if it truly is. Now, another big roster change out there finally coming to fruition that was as expected. You know, all these rumors in the CS scene, they always pretty much come true. Shouts to HLTV. All right, they always have these rumors ahead of time. Cloud9 now also finishing their roster. It's going to be Enters alongside Heavy God, the boy, and yes, Icy coming over from Omcall. If you guys remember the Icy controversy, he was scrimming with Cloud9. He got caught. No, don't do that. And then he got punished and benched. And well, Cloud9 does what Cloud9 does. They get you anyway. And they have now finished out this roster, which, again, I don't really have too many thoughts on this one. It's a nice little juicy story to have this roster finally come together, and we'll just wait and see on this one. I mean, as is roster shuffle. I don't know. We're all just guessing here, right? Like, oh, that could be good, that could be bad. Let's wait and see. And then finally, over at Monte, they got Hades and Dika, kind of the same. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. You guys know I'm from Iowa, all right? We don't have pronunciation really taught in our school system. It's again, a roster that I don't really have too much knowledge on, but still, it's a huge change out there. One of like 6 we saw in the past 24 hours. So who are you guys most excited to see? For me, I will rank my top 2 at definitely Team Liquid Liquid, and then I would say closely followed by this ITB roster. I will be watching them closely. And then for me, I like Big Clan. I like the personalities over there. I like a lot of those guys, and I love the name Big Rig. RigoN, Big Rig. I feel like that's a vibe, and I hope it works out just for that case alone. The other ones, we'll wait and see. Which roster move are you guys most excited about, and why? And what do you think about the current state of CS? It's been a whirlwind out there. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.